Good morning, guys. This is the worst part of the rehoming process. For me, anyway. These two guys, this is Rowan, I don't know how you say it. And this is Bini, B-I-N-I, not to be confused with Bean. They were both named by either a sponsor or their new owner. I'm not entirely sure which, but it's always a little bit of a inconvenience when you end up with cats with the same or very similar name to one that you already have. It causes a great deal of confusion for humans and animals alike. Now they've just started to settle down now a little bit. We've had to put them in this enclosure so that they don't disappear. They've got a tendency to disappear and play in the trees and stuff like that, and of course we can't have that, because if they disappear they'll miss their flight. So Tina has gone this morning to oversee the charity parachute jump, skydive, and what happens there is a number of individuals, brave individuals, get sponsorship for the Juniors Journal charity, and they have a skydive. Now it always happens, all the jumps happen at crazy o'clock in the morning, because the guys at the parachute centre have done the research, and it's when the weather's most calm, it's less likely to be windy, and there's not a breath of wind right now, so I guess it's fairly predictable. So Tina's at that charity skydive. She will come back about 10:30. She's already prepared the box for these two. They're siblings, so they know each other very well, and they're going to be flying together in the same box in the cabin. So generally speaking, we can't feed the cats when they're flying anyway, whether they're in the hold or in the cabin, but it's especially important not to feed them when they're in the cabin, because they're going to go to the toilet at some point in time. Number ones aren't too much of a problem, but number twos can be a big problem. Let's just say I'm glad I'm not in that flight. I think it's to Berlin actually. She couldn't get one to Hamburg directly, so the lady's driving from Hamburg to Berlin. It's always a bit of a game. You want to come in, Felix? Okay, come in. Come on, boy. Good lad. Good lad. You've eaten, Stefan. So I feel dreadful giving these guys their breakfast in front of these guys, but there's nothing can be done, and they'll survive. They'll survive. They'll get a nice meal when they get to the other end this afternoon, and when they eventually get to their home, their forever home. That's the whole point of everything, is just making sure the little guys are happy. So that's where we are today. Interestingly, we had a flight parent who shall remain nameless, who let one of the cats, the rehome cats, out in the aircraft cabin a few months back, and that is a big no-no. That is, it could have delayed the flight. It could have cost the charity hundreds of thousands of euros. It could have got into an engineering space in the aircraft. Unlikely, but it could have caused some damage. So if ever you're asked to do that kind of job, please don't let the cat out of the box. Not in the aircraft anyway. What else? Yeah, Tina's always extremely busy at this time of year. We've got Halloween coming up and stuff like that, so she arranges and facilitates a number of events, charity events. The lead up to Christmas. I know I don't want to mention the Christmas word yet, but there's lots and lots of things happening behind the scenes that I'm never a party to, because somebody has to stay here to man the ship, man the shop. Hey Moo Moo, come on baby. And that somebody is me. Yes, sweetie, in a moment, I'll give you something in a moment. Stefan, you're just the greediest boy in the whole wide world. You've had 2 pouches. They look okay, these guys. They're not happy about being constrained in this, locked up in this enclosure. It's very unfamiliar to them. They've never been constrained, except when they were very, very small with their mother. But here we are. That's the story so far. Yes, baby. So thanks for watching, guys, if you made it this far. I know it's just most of a waffle program, but thank you very much for your time, and wish us luck. Cheers.